There are some cars in the Philippine market that just don't get that much attention, hence you don't see them out on the road very often. Others might say that they don't really deserve the chance to be out there, like the damn pimple on my forehead, while others couldn't disagree more. I tend to lean towards the latter because I figure, well, why not? Let the car show you if it does indeed deserve that traction. Pun intended. Let's see what the 2018 Chevrolet Trax has got. Now, there's no denying that the front clip of the Trax is good looking because it just is. On a compact frame, you've got these large sweeping headlights with DRLs from up here all the way down here. You've got a very textured, a very unique emblem here, a large grille, and a chin that is dressed up so well that it looks like it can probably take on more punches than Ricky Hatton. Sadly though, that line is back. The shorter wheelbase is no more apparent than when you look at the Trax from the side, 2,555 millimeters to be exact. Now, apart from the 18-inch tires, the 158 millimeters of ground clearance, and the keyless entry found on all four doors, there really isn't much to say when you're looking at it at this angle at the very least about the side panels of the Trax because, well, it's not boring, but it's also not that exciting. Now the rear is where it kind of fails for me a little bit. See, there are very minimal changes from the previous model, the bumper being the biggest one, but it's not enough to win me over. The lower half doesn't really need any help. The top half might need a little bit of help. See, the glass back here is tilted just a little too much. I'd like it if it were standing just a little bit more so that it would be, I don't know, much rounder. What doesn't need help is the 530 liters of space back here, which is a lot considering the car's size. And plus, it also does not have a lip on the lower floor. If you fold the 60-40 seats, that can go up to more than 1,300 liters of space, which is probably enough for the Philippines versus Australia too. Too soon? There is definitely room for two average to large size Filipinos back here. Just two though, because even though the tunnel is flat in the center, yeah, it's just enough for the two of them. Now this is my normal driving position, but as you can see, there's plenty of leg room there and plenty of headroom. Just a little bit tight up here. Now there are not many toys back here to speak of, just the two speakers on the door and the two cup holders found in the center. There are no air vents. However, there is an honest to goodness 230 volt 150 watt plug found in the center, which you can power just about anything, really. It's not working! Now when you get inside, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not necessarily gonna blow you away. There are cheap plastics that can be found all around the cabin, and the instrument cluster is really nothing great. But as you spend more time inside the cabin, you'll notice that there is this fluidic flow on the dashboard, which is very nice. Even this orange stitching that's there too. Really cool too. Now it incorporates the 7-inch touchscreen very, very well, which has a MyLink system, and it's pretty awesome because it does connect to your smartphone very, very well, and it is better than some, if not most, of the software that's available out there. Unfluidic, however, unfluidic, is that even a term? Well, it is one now. Unfluidic inside the car is that there are no paddle shifters found on the steering wheel. There is, however, a plus-minus button found on the side of the stick, which activates when you put it into M mode. Kind of an odd place though, it's just, I don't know, kind of weird. The seats are bolstered and comfortable at the same time, which means finding the right driving position, not a problem whatsoever. You've got a lumbar support that is controlled electronically, while the rest of the functions are controlled manually. Now the seat does come in two types of materials, which are fabric and leather, which means that it'll keep your butt cool and in place at the same time. Under the hood is a 1.4 liter that produces 140 horses and 200 newton meters of torque. Now that may not be a lot, you might think, but consider that there are other subcompact cars out there that are more popular than this and have a larger displacement engine but produce 30 horsepower and 50 newton meters less, which makes this car an extremely peppy drive. And if you're talking about fuel economy, well, we took this car up the mountain, down the mountain, through Metro Manila traffic. We played with it with a lead foot because we can. And the traffic I'm talking about is, well, hell on earth, which is the roads of Metro Manila. And we were still able to clock 8.26 kilometers per liter. Now that's misbehaved driving. Can you imagine what we could have done if we were behaved? Driver aids, good. Cabin functionality, better. There's enough cubby holes in here to fill a Starship's worth of tribbles. Man, that's an old reference. Safety, however, best. Because this car, with this price tag, has got 6 airbags, whether it's the top variant or the lower variant. 6 airbags include the driver, the passenger, and curtains on the side. Pretty good. Weighing in on the pros and cons of the Chevy Trax LT and a price tag of 1,535,888 Philippine pesos, buyers may be hesitant, and I completely understand. Fret not, there is a second option, the LS variant. Now you may have to do away with some driver comforts and creature aids, but it still does maintain the same 1.4 liter engine, and those 6 airbags aren't going anywhere. The beauty is that it's cheaper by 350,000 Philippine pesos. And that right there is where Chevy may deserve its traction. Paduy.